name is Drew. I'm from Fremont, California, and I drive a 2002 Nissan Altima. I originally was looking for like a bunch of other cars, and my mom was just so concerned with safety that she kept turning down every single one I would find. And then finally I got so tired of getting turned down on every car that I wanted that I told my parents to just find a car that was a manual and that was a car, not an SUV or pickup truck or anything. I just want a manual car. And then they found this one and I was like, okay, it's an Altima. I've never seen, a modded Altima before. So I didn't really want it at first, and then I realized, I was like, wait a minute, I've never seen a modded Altima before, so that would be cool to mod one, be like one of the first people. So that was how it all came to be. So when I first got it, originally I wanted to go like full sleeper mode. I just wanted to do like, engine modifications and nothing else. And then I ended up doing the exact opposite, and I went straight for all kinds of cosmetic modifications and like didn't hardly do any engine modifications at all. And I still have a long way to go to get it where I want it to be, but for now it definitely gets the job done. Go with, I guess we'll do like top 5. I'll say definitely the coilovers, just because I'm all about low cars. I've always liked how they looked, especially with this one. I like it was like 4 inches taller than what it is now when I got it, so it was like a monster truck basically. So having the coilovers is really nice. And then second favorite is definitely the wheels. I originally had a black set of like Koenigs on it, and they were like 17s and were just super tiny. And then I got these ones, and they have like perfect fitment, and they have just a really nice style to them. So it definitely made me appreciate them a little more, I think. And a lot of people, that's what I get the most compliments on, is definitely the wheels. Like almost everybody is complimenting me on that. And then the next one, which is a lot smaller, but it makes a big difference. As Phoenix pulls me away. The next one that makes a big difference though is the grill. I really like the grill. The original one has the giant Nissan emblem in the middle of it, so it looks kind of like a giant nose. So getting rid of that was kind of nice. And then 2 is the fact that like with it, there's nowhere on the front that you can see the brand or the what kind of car it is, what the manufacturer is. So a lot of people walk up to me and are like, what kind of car is this? Who makes this? Is this a Lexus? So that definitely is why it's one of my favorites. I get a lot of good kicks out of that. I'm like, man, I wish I had a Lexus, but no, it's just a Nissan. I think 4 would have to be the steering wheel, the detachable energy quick release steering wheel. Because as we kind of alluded to earlier, my mom was all for safety, and I was like, well, I'm just going to get a detachable steering wheel at some point anyway. And so literally on my 18th birthday, when she no longer could tell me what to do and what not to do, I literally went to a shop and bought a detachable steering wheel and then set an appointment to get it installed like 2 days later. So that one's got a good backstory to it. And I like that the original one that I got actually was white, and now I have a blue one. So I like that I can change it out whenever I want. Like if I ever decide that I want to go for a different color on the interior, I can do something different. And then number 5, I don't know if I have a number 5. Maybe the tint, if that counts as a modification. It just looked like a giant fishbowl when I first got it. It had no tint whatsoever. So yeah, it just didn't look very good. So as ridiculous as it's gonna sound, I think how low it is what makes it so fun. Trying to avoid all the potholes and like having to go sideways into driveways or go sideways over speed bumps, and like hearing the sound of it scraping and stuff, and like I don't know, it seems ridiculous because I'm like hurting the car basically, but I love it so much, and like the looks on people's faces and like having people ask like how you drive it that low is just like nothing beats it.
It takes a special skill for sure.
Yeah. Man, I've always been into cars since I was a little kid, like playing with Hot Wheels and stuff. I couldn't wait to get my license, and then like when I finally got it, I was just like so happy. And then I couldn't have gotten my car at a better time, because I was really like struggling with like personal things, you know, like I was struggling with depression pretty bad and stuff like that, and like my car really got me through it. And like I think that's why I have such a soft spot for this car specifically, is because it's like it was my first car, and I've been through so much with it, and it has always made me so happy. Going on a drive, you know, whenever I just needed to clear my head, or you know, looking at what kind of modifications I wanted to do next, you know, it was my focus, and so it got my mind off of all the bad things. And thankfully I don't struggle with that anymore, but it's still, the car is just such a blessing, you know, to like I can just, you know, take my girlfriend and my dog and load them up, and you know, we can go for a drive whenever we want, you know. Scenic drives, just to drive to the store, anything is fun in this car, and I love it. It makes me so happy to drive it, to see the looks on people's faces and stuff like that. So it's such a great car.